All right, I'm in this motherfucker, man. I'm here. I'm here. We're here. Appreciate you for coming through. Grand Rising, all that good stuff. So I was told do another one of these. Um, I did the music ley lines at one point, and now I'm going to attempt to bring you another one. So welcome back to the Beat Detective, where the riddles come with rhythm and the secrets come with sound. Today, we're stepping into another place older than civilization itself, older than written music, older than drums themselves. We're going to the motherfucking desert. Yeah, but not just any desert. We're talking about somewhere where the ground talks back, somewhere where the earth literally sings when you disturb it. Yeah, singing sand dunes. So this is along the lines of the musical ley lines, but a whole different landscape that hums like a monk in deep meditation and sometimes even hits notes lower than a trunk rattling 808. So basically, imagine Mother Nature dropping a bass line without a studio, no equipment, no VSTs, no dolls, no plugins, just sand and more sand. So let's dig. You dig? You feel me? All right. Now, the mystery of what the hell I'm talking about. So this goes back to ancient travelers in the Sahara, the Gobi, and even deserts in the United States like Nevada and California wrote about this strange phenomenon. Okay. We have a person who I may or may not believe about this shit that may have something to say. But nonetheless, massive dunes are roaring like thunder or humming like something's alive. Marco Polo himself mentioned dunes that sounded like drums beating under the desert floor. Bedouin nomads believed the dunes were jinn whispering warnings. Chinese monks thought they were distant temple gongs ringing out across the empty land. Well, I mean, they kind of right. You know what I'm saying? They kind of right. What's that word, man? Shit. Uh, I don't. I mean, I've also watched American Gods, so that kind of fucked up my whole view of what the fuck a jinn is. Um, don't mind the teddy bear ass in the camera; it'll be all right. But yeah, jinn weren't something that was good in American Gods. So I'm assuming that if you run across one of these motherfuckers, you might not want to stay too long. Cause if anybody's in American Gods, I ain't trying to find a jinn nowhere ever in life. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up for yourself. I'm not here to take away the fun that, well, it ain't gonna be fun. I can tell you that much. It ain't gonna be fun. But you'll see why a nigga don't like jinns, or that whole scenario. Go watch American Gods. It'll fuck it up for you just like it did me. All right. Nonetheless, honestly, if I had a whole entire mountain vibrating a perfect note, I mean, I think some spirits was talking to me or God was calling me home or something. You know what I mean? Mm, I mean, I don't know which way I'll probably be going if I just hear something randomly talking out to me, but I mean, I ain't gonna just chop out, you know. But I see what's up. Well, the sound ranges from a low 70 to 100 hertz hum, same frequency as throat singing and meditation bowls, to higher pitched wails that sound like an old film projector or a giant bee swarm. Some dudes can hit as loud as 110 fucking decibels. That's a motorcycle engine loud, Corvette engine loud, something along them lines. You know what I mean? You can, well, the shit that probably will wake you up out of sleep, that'll probably be it. All right, now here we're going to get into the science. Here's the twist. This is not ghosts, demons, or some weird ancient ancestors beatboxing from beyond the veil. This is physics, but physics with a little swag to it. You feel what I'm saying? The dunes hump because the sand grains are perfectly rounded and coated in a smooth layer of silica. When enough of them slide in a mini landslide, they rub together in perfect synchronization, like a huge choir made of tiny grains. All right, it is called synchronized shear frequency, basically meaning millions of particles moving at the same rhythm. If only we could do that as a people, right? That'd be great. Nature is hitting the same note over and over like a monk with a tuning bowl. Different tunes even have different pitches depending on grain size, grain shape, moisture levels, angle of the slope, and the temperature of the sand. Yeah, bro. Like it's one of them, man. Like I don't know. I don't think I don't I mean when I think about it, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because the grain size does make sense, and if it's perfectly rounded, then I can see that having a whole difference. Or just by it being maybe misshapen, it could hold a different sound. I mean, and then with the whole sand thing, does eventually become glass, so I can see how the temperature has an effect as well. It's a lot of shit that goes into it. Now the slope part, I ain't trying to do the geometry on that, but gematria, whatever you know it as, man. But still, nonetheless, I would hate to see how the slope would have. Yeah, that's a lot of math. I ain't trying to do. But scientists literally measured it and found that the bigger grains, the deeper baseline. So yes, the desert is basically producing genre presets for y'all. So all those, not all, but majority of probably your YouTube meditation shit comes from this or along the lines of this. So just throwing that out there. So if you're probably sitting there humming and doing all your meditation things, you're probably listening to a recording of the dunes that someone has made and found their frequency that they want to be on, or caught it at the right time and it sounds like something different. But all in all, most of the time it's just recordings from dudes. So just in case y'all was wondering what y'all listen to while y'all meditate and shit. So just saying. All right, now we're gonna get into the musical connection. This isn't just a fun fact, but musicians really have and really will sample this. A few ambient producers sample dunes in Morocco. Hollywood sound engineers use dune hums for scenes with ancient magic, cosmic portals, alien worlds, Avatar, you name it. Some of the sound effects in Dune, Star Wars, and even Indiana Jones are based on recorded Dune vibrations. They used a natural drone as a base frequency and then built the supernatural layers on top, which is smart as shit. That dude, that's you know what? I really do want to just be a fucking audio engineer at this point. I don't think I want to do nothing else. Like it's just the fact that how you can manipulate sound and like make it sound like something completely different. I don't know. That's cool to me. Like who would know that like they're using doom vibrations and then you know what I'm saying, throwing something natural on top of it. That's just me. I'm weirdo. I like the music part about this shit, so don't mind me, man. Right, bro. I wish good at it. I don't know. Trying to acquire that said talent, yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, but bro, it it when them ambient sounds and that atmospheric shit, that shit get tricky, bro. It really do, and it seems like when I do it, it distorts fast as hell. So I have to go in and it's a long story, man. But I'll chop it up with you about it though. And honestly, if you handed me nothing but sand, a field recorder, and a laptop, I can make a Squish Arcana beat that would sound like an ancient ritual mixed with a club. You know what I'm saying? Nice little trap track. You know what I mean? Because, that's what I go to. Texas trap, little soul, little pain, and be there. You know what I'm saying? Give me some samples in there, a little voice, and we good. That's just how I rock. So not every person that make beats is the way I am. So, yeah. But all in all, this is nature making music before humans even figured out drumming. Like, think about how music was here before we even thought about it. Think about how the world literally gives us everything we need down to music. Like, think about that. Think about how vast God's mind has to be to even think about giving us entertainment in the earth. You feel what I'm saying? Well, maybe y'all don't. You feel me? But I don't know. That's something I'm thankful for. That like he thought about me all the way down to the nitty gritty of the dunes or the earth playing a certain frequency for me. You know what I'm saying? To lock me in, to give me some kind of entertainment, to give me some kind of music. Like, I don't know, that's dope, bro. And it makes you humble on some shit when you think about it. Like, that's love when you think about it. So I try to put some fat on y'all brain, try to make y'all think a little bit when I can, literally. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. Like he thought about it all when we can't even think of, what I'm saying, two problems coming together without making them collide and turn into some bullshit. So all in all, the sand dunes are one of the coolest things I've heard of thus far. That's naturally occurring, not man-made, and we really don't have to do shit but just observe. We don't have to touch shit, we don't have to do shit, just observe it and be happy that we get to see it or hear it. So the next time somebody tells you nature is silent, tell them to go take a field trip to the dunes. The earth has been singing longer than we've been listening. This is the Beat Detective. There's another case solved, another mystery with the soundtrack. Till next time, y'all. Peace and hair grease. I'm at L.